We can.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's do it. You're gonna just be jittery about it anyways, so we might as well do it.
Yeah, like, coming down right now, the
Oh,
stress of that.
I'm sure. All right.
I, my parlay hit.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
You want to say it on the stream what it was?
I'll say it, yeah.
Make us look a little wise. Considering our wise picks. All right, you got to
I
push.
was 1 and 2.
You
Oh,
got to
the Browns push.
you got
That's
to
right.
you got to push and you won one. I got
Didn't push for me.
Wait, did the Saints win by 5?
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, they did. All right, sweet. So I got 1, 2. All right. So I'm 7 and 4 and 1 and you are 6, 4 and Wait, how does that work?
Uh, Jets won 6,
Oh,
5
yours.
and 1.
Yeah, you're 6. Yeah, 6, 5 and 1. Nice. It's a good record.
It's not bad. So then total
Total is
13, 9 and 1. Yeah.
nice. All right. I'm going to post that we're live and we can get started. All right, we'll do baseball and then we'll do football. You know, Tuesday or Friday. Oh, Friday might be very packed. Hello?
Friday what?
Said Friday might be
You
really
say?
packed
Yeah.
because the NBA starts next week.
Mhm.
What'd you say?
Next week?
Yeah,
Too early. There's too much going on.
there is way too much going on.
Why doesn't it start in November?
It starts preseason. October 18th. Yeah, 7 days from today.
What?
Sixers Celtics tip off. Ooh. I'm
I
so.
don't have the capacity for that right now.
Oh, I know. We won't do it today, but we're gonna have to. We have to do. We should do because this year specifically in the NBA, it's gonna be really hard to figure out the teams making it. So we should make our predictions and see what we get.
Mhm.
So I got this new light,
We could
and
always do predictions next Tuesday, like on opening day.
that's true. But then we have a football week to talk about.
That's true.
So it's gonna be rough. We're gonna have to figure it out. All right, I'm just gonna turn this off. Okay. All right. Let me get it up and we're good to go. I looked at my phone. I was like, why am I on YouTube? And then I realized I was trying to get the link. The font. Actually, I'll tell you on the podcast. You'll get a chuckle at it. All right. You ready?
Yeah,
All right.
just saw what you put on your story.
You like that?
I do like that.
Wait a second. All right. Now I'm officially ready.
How do I trademark?
I hate my lighting. It just doesn't work. This room's too big. All right. Let's ride. You ready?
Yes.
Wise guys country. Let's ride. All right. Getting started in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined, as always, by an eagerly happy Chris Higgins.
Hey guys,
Well, we know how you're doing, Chris, just from the hat on your face, the hat on your head, and the smile on your face. Yeah, take a deep breath, and
deep breaths, everybody.
for the first time in Wise Guys history, we're starting off the podcast with baseball. Chris, go ahead.
It's about time.
I know.
It's about time. Well, I guess I didn't even get to talk about this whole weekend. So Friday, when was our pod Friday?
11.
Early. We missed. Didn't get to talk about the Friday or the Saturday game. They go into St. Louis, down 2-0 going into the ninth, and then things get out of control. They score 6 runs, end up winning 6-3. And then Saturday night, I said pitching was going to be key. I said the key to the series was Nola and Wheeler, and neither gave up a run. It went, I think, 13 innings, and 0 runs. So that was the key to the series. They were perfect. Well, not perfect, but didn't give up any runs. It was huge. Bryce homered in game 2 as well. So it was a great weekend. Got a couple days off. And then today, thank you, MLB, for scheduling a playoff game at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday. That was great. And they jumped right on the Braves. I guess we didn't have time to preview this series at all, but the Braves are the defending champions. They're, I think, have the second or third highest best odds to win the World Series this year. They're a better team. They're deep at every position. And the Phillies they're not scared.
No.
Jumped right on Max Fried, Cy Young contender. Scored 2 in the top of the first, 2 in the third. They got 7 runs across. Things got a little dicey at the end. The bullpen is still a little bit scary, but if you're going to score 7 runs, who cares? So hot start in Atlanta, and we got 4 games left, hopefully less. Got to win 2 of them. Got 2 at home. Wheeler's going tomorrow. Got to go up 2-0. I know. I feel good.
You have control of the series now. You won the one away. You just got to take care of business at home. So what's the key for the Braves to try to, like, was this game just like they just didn't have it, or what is like, I don't know, what do they need to do to try to beat this Phillies team?
I don't know. I mean, this was a weird game. Like neither starting pitcher lasted very long. The key for the Braves, I think, is get into that Phillies bullpen, because it's been pretty. They have a couple guys that they can rely on, like Dominguez and Alvarado have been good. Other than that, it gets really sketchy. And so today they did that. Like, they knocked Suarez out after, I think, 3 1/3. And then Dominguez came in for 2 innings. Alvarado came in for 1. But if you can get to the other guys, like, you should be fine, really. So knock the Phillies pitcher out early. A win like today is not sustainable. I'll say that, because they had so many 2-out hits, which just, there's an element of luck to that. Like, it's impressive, but it won't continue.
So to keep this going, what do the Phillies need to do to combat and keep the momentum up?
Everything has to go right.
Everything.
They have to, again, like, I think the biggest thing is the stars have to be the stars. So, like, Bryce has to hit, JT has to hit, Schwarber has to get going. He's been like over 12, and Nolan Wheeler again have to be excellent. So if your stars play like your stars, you're right in it. Like, this is an even series, I think, and like that's all you can really ask for. If your stars show up and you still lose, like, it's whatever. You just got to get better all around. But if those guys don't show up, like if Harper goes 0 for 12 the rest of the series, then you lose, and you're talking about, well, like, is he choking the playoffs, and like what the Mets are doing right now?
Yeah. So since we didn't get to talk about the St. Louis series very much, is that how they won that series?
That was pitching, all pitching. It was Nolan Wheel. The first game they had no business winning.
Hmm.
They came in, the Cardinals got to the bullpen, scored two, and then the Cardinals closer just got really wild, and they just kind of backed into a couple. Like Bohm got hit, which scored a run, and they had like a couple ground ball hits that kind of bounced their way, and were able to scratch some runs. So that's a game where like I don't want to say lucky, but they were lucky to win.
Hmm.
And you need those if you're going to win the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
you need to have a little bit of luck at least. And then game two, yeah, that was the Aaron Nola game. And yeah, Bryce showed up that game, got him on the board early, which I think settled everyone down. So yeah, that's at least in game two for sure. But it was the starting pitching really that put them in positions to win.
So I watched the end of that Friday game versus the Cardinals, and the nine run bottom of the or top of the ninth was absolutely insane. Or 6 run, sorry.
Yeah, it was ridiculous because you had like one hard hit ball,
Hmm. And
and it
that's all
was
they
the
needed.
JT hit with one out, got him on walk, hit batter, and they got to take him out. And Gene comes up, just little ground ball hole. Then they had another ground out that Goldschmidt threw home, but didn't get him at home, so the inning kept going. And it was just like and then the ball hit the Arenado that he just whiffed on. It was like a little meltdown by the Cardinals defensively in the infield, but I will take it.
Yeah, yeah, take that any day of the week. I I'll be watching tomorrow. Hopefully, it brings you some good luck. I've been trying to get some more playoff baseball in. It's a lot of fun. It it really like it's the games get lower scoring until towards the end, but it just makes the stakes just that much higher. Any at bat could be the switch of the series. So
And
it
that's what makes it so stressful is that especially in a low scoring game, every base runner matters that much.
yep.
But also like at bats are going longer because pitchers are taking longer in between at bats because every pitch just means more. Like that's what today was. But I told you we should start at 5 to give us like more time, and it still wasn't enough time.
No, it
That was a
wasn't.
1 o'clock game that ended at like 4:55.
Yeah. The
So it's brutal sometimes.
and it's like a playoff game no matter what is brutal for a fan. So to have
Mhm.
the 4 hours of like it's gonna be years off your life at the end if they keep going in
It's
this run.
misery,
Yeah, it's gonna be years off
absolute
your life.
misery.
Uh,
Tomorrow, hope like you get Wheeler tomorrow, so hopefully that means no walks and
mhm,
like they can actually move through the first 5, 6 innings kind of quickly.
yeah.
One can only hope, but those late innings are so stressful.
This is a 4 game series, correct? 2-4 or is it to 3?
5 Game 6. It's
Oh,
to 3.
okay. All right. That's what I meant. All right. So they can so they steal this next one against the Braves in Atlanta
It'll be
tomorrow.
2-0 coming home.
It'd be a big 2-0 coming home. This I didn't the font that we're using today. If you guys haven't noticed, if you're not on the YouTube or the Twitch, you haven't noticed, but there's a font over us that I switch every day. And this font, Chris, it's Georgia. For winning in Georgia, I switched it to the Georgia text.
Love it. It's
Uh
a good addition.
all right, let's not just talk about the Phillies. Let's talk about some other games. Who's still in it? Who's been out and who's still in it?
So in the NL, it'll be Dodgers, Padres in the other series, and then American League, you got Yankees, Guardians and then Astros, Mariners, who are playing right now. The Mariners are actually up 6-3 on the Astros
Oh
in
wow.
game 1 of that series,
Yeah,
which is
bottom of the
pretty
5th.
wild. Yep.
So,
Yeah, the Mets are done.
damn. Done for. The Padres, they're a good team
Damn.
though. They're like that's not
Yeah,
they're a
but
really
they
good team.
finished 12 games below the Mets this year.
Oof. That's brutal.
The Mets this season were up 10.5 games in the division at one point over the Braves,
Blew it.
and they led the division. They're in first place for, I think, 174 days
Holy crap.
of the season. And they are now sitting at home while two teams from the same division
Are playing against
are
each
playing
other.
each other.
Wow.
It it does not get much worse than that.
No, it really doesn't. So what moving forward, are these guys leaving? The Nets? Like
Grom, I think DeGrom is good as gone. I don't
Mhm.
think he wants to be there. I think he's going to get a ridiculous amount of money. Scherzer is signed, but he's getting old. There were times this season where that was pretty obvious. I think this playoffs was one of them. So I don't know how much you're going to be able to rely on him next year. I don't know who else they have that's a free agent, but it's not going to be the same group next year.
The Mariners, wasn't that another collapse? No, not the Mariners, sorry. Rays.
Not necessarily. I mean, they just kind of fell off. Like they were never a first place team or anything. They were
No,
always in the wild card conversation, and
yeah, I see
they
right
just
now
didn't
the
have.
Guardians were better. They were better anyways.
Yeah, they've kind of been falling off ever since they made it to the World Series in 2020. They haven't been the same team, but yeah, the Guardians are, I think, a frisky team.
You
Are the
like
Yankees? I would not be. I would be a little bit nervous.
Are you saying you like them against the Yankees?
I might be saying that. Yeah. If I'm going to take an underdog, aside from the Phillies, it would be the Guardians in this series.
So Padres, you think pretty much like they're gonna get?
The Dodgers have smoked the Padres all year. I don't think anything changes. I think they'll probably win in 4.
Mhm.
Would be my guess. But this is a super team.
Yeah.
This team has no business not winning the World Series. But it's LA, and things go wrong in the playoffs. So I wouldn't be shocked if they lost. I would be very surprised if it happened in this series, though.
Fair enough. The I what? All right. So, like I'm looking at their logo right now. Like what's a Dodger? Just like
So they were the Brooklyn Dodgers, and it was something with like had to dodge the buses when you were walking across the street or something like that. I
that's
don't know.
that's
I
that's
like
weird.
learned it. I think my grandpa told me
All right. According to the
something.
club, the name originated in 1896 as the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers. Heavy construction of electric trolley tracks in front of Eastern Park caused fans to dodge the trolleys. Those
Okay, so I
fans,
was kind of on the right track.
yeah, they became known as
Said
the Trolley
buses.
Dodgers, and then the team took the name and shortened it to the Dodgers. Not a bad name.
You know.
Now that I learned, not a bad name.
See, that's where like teams nowadays that change their names and like,
They would.
oh, why can't they have something cool like that? And it's like, well, A, if they did that, you'd be like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And B, like, it's so unique and it doesn't just happen.
Yeah. No, the Dodgers would not be a cool name. I feel like if they came out in 2021.
No, it'd be stupid.
Yeah, it'd be really dumb. All right, but that's like I think that's cool. That's how they did. That's how they did it. 1896. That's pretty crazy. All right.
Well, the Pirates too. Like the Pirates, when they were first around, were known for like stealing other teams' players, like buying them from them.
Mm-hmm.
They started calling them the Pirates, like, taking their guys away.
That's cool.
And it just stuck.
That's really cool.
And they've been the Pirates ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So last minute baseball, a little quick. What you got?
I am excited about this Mariners team. I did not think that they would go into Houston and win game 1. And obviously it's not over yet. It's 6-3, but they lit up Justin Verlander, who's the Cy Young of the American League, who's won a World Series before. They came back this weekend. They were down 8-1 in Toronto in the 6th inning. Came all the way back to tie that game and actually win it, to clinch their first playoff series since like 2001.
Damn.
They might have a little Team of Destiny vibes,
This is
just a little bit.
tell me if I'm wrong. This is the team that what's it called? It used to be called like Super Bowl something or Super something, but the YouTube channel made like that 10-part series on
Death
this.
Star.
Yeah.
Mariners, the Death Star. Yeah.
Yeah, so they are so this would be the Team of Destiny. Finally putting it all
Could be.
together.
Yep. Verlander went 4 today, gave up 10 hits and 6 runs. That's shockingly bad.
4 hits and 6. Eesh.
But yeah. And shout out to Big Dumper.
Big Dumper?
Cal Raleigh.
Oh.
Big Dumper, his nickname.
It's a great nickname.
They actually said it on the
stellar.
broadcast. They're like, so we were asking Cal Raleigh where his nickname came from, and he's named Big Dumper because he has a big ass.
Nice.
That's where the nickname comes from.
Nice.
It's
like
nothing
Kyle
like
Lowry.
Laverne. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's a great
But
nickname.
he's
though.
he's been good so far. He hit the homer to clinch the playoffs for them, and he just hit a home run this weekend too. Looks like he has another hit today. So Big Dumper putting the team on his back.
Good for the Big Dumper. Seems like he's got a lot of space in his back to put it up, so he'll be fine.
He just looks like a Big Dumper too.
All right, I'm gonna look up Big Dumper. If I look up Big Dumper, is it gonna come up with something else? Big Dumper.
Maybe if it's the Big Dumper.
Yeah, I got Big Dumper. Just a bunch of dump trucks coming up.
Look up Cal Raleigh then.
All right, I'll check him out. All right, let's move on. I'm glad you're finally getting some happiness, Chris. Glad to see a smile on your face.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming.
It has been a long time coming. I forget who had the first pick in the wise picks this week.
I believe I did. It did not go well.
No, it did not. I told you. I just want to say I told you.
Apologies.
Yeah, no,
I doubted the Patriots.
No, yeah.
I doubted Bailey Zappi. Doubted Matt Patricia, who, according to Twitter, was really good yesterday.
He was all right. He was better. Hey, look, he held together a full 50 minutes, or a full 60 minutes. So that's all that matters. The number. All I gotta say
more
is.
Importantly, though.
Oh, go ahead.
Is that I trust the Lions.
It's always a brutal. I feel like we have this podcast every year. You say the same thing. I trust the Lions. Put my faith in the Lions.
Yep. I'm done.
Hey, and to be fair, they were the number 1 scoring offense, and I did not predict a Patriots shutout. This was like one of a I wouldn't say a classic Patriot game because it didn't have Tom Brady being really good, but Bailey Zappi, he did what he needed to do. The pick was not his fault. That was all Nelson Aguilar. Jacoby Myers, I mean, he is just an absolute beast. Same with Ramondre Stevenson, which I was scouring through the fantasy league.
Stevenson, I'm pumped about.
I was scouring through the fantasy league, and I was like, who has him? I need to just trade everything for him. And I was like, God damn it, it's Chris. He's never gonna give it to me.
I'll have a conversation with you.
All right, we could try to work something out.
You can offer.
That could be a wise trade coming, but he's a beast.
Yeah, I think the Wise Bowl this week actually.
Really?
I think we play each other. Yeah.
We can't be trading then. I never trade with the opponent on the week.
Embargo for the week.
Yeah, no, I can't embargo. Ramondre though, he's the real deal. He's
basically Alvin Kamara.
He's so good, and it seems like he never goes down. He's always fighting for extra yards, and this game specifically, he got to break some of those yards, and this is his highest stat game ever. So career high in carries, career high in yards, and I hate to tell you this because I want him in fantasy, but Damian Harris is gonna be out for multiple weeks, so it's the Ramondre show, and I know. So. And I'm all for it. They have other running backs. It looks like they don't want to use them. They just want to use Ramondre, which I'm all for. And Hunter Henry got involved this game a little bit. I mean, he had some clutch third down catches. We got to see some Taquan Thornton. He's back. 2 catches, 7 yards. I'm not gonna lie. I watched almost every play of that game, and I didn't see him. I didn't see him catch those balls. So I don't know when he caught them.
But he
But
did get on the board.
he got on the board. He got 2 for 7 on the board. Kendrick Bourne continues to catch 1 pass a game and celebrate like he's the best wide receiver in the NFL.
You were on the Bourne train too, weren't you?
I was. So Bourne doesn't play because he's in apparently Matt Patricia's doghouse, which seems like the worst doghouse you ever want to be in. It seems like a grungy doghouse. It's like falling apart. It's got some like
it's stinky in there.
It's got some loose nails in it too. So he's stuck in there, and I don't think him celebrating after every catch that he gets helps his case whatsoever. So he's got to stop acting like Odell Beckham.
I guess.
He's got to stop acting like Odell Beckham and start acting like Kendrick Bourne, and maybe he'll get some playing time.
Fair.
The defense. Love the defense. I can't believe I'm doing this again, but I'm right. Like I'm convincing myself this is a playoff team again.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
And man, and I can't.
I'm gonna let it happen too. I'm not gonna knock you off your pedestal.
No, don't stop me. I'm not gonna let you stop
I'd
me.
much rather you be excited.
Yeah. So Matthew Judon comes out. He plays. I don't even know if he plays the game in blue sleeves because we're in the red uniforms. Which, by the way, best uniforms in football.
Look great.
So he comes out in blue. He normally wears red sleeves. The Patriots like Twitter and Instagram posted, new switch up. Before the game starts, he switches back to the red sleeves, then gets 2 sacks and a forced fumble that goes for a touchdown.
What?
It's all for the red sleeves, baby. It's all the red sleeves. Kyle Duggar, my favorite current Patriot, got a touchdown.
What was the tweet you had?
Oh, Duggar, I barely know her. Duggar? Barely even know her. But the defense looks fast. Like Juwan Bentley has really turned himself into a good linebacker. They're using Mac Wilson a little bit in linebacker. They're switching him out, and it's a flexible defense, which I think it's one of Belichick's his number ones that he looks for is just anyone who could play any position on the field. So that's and Jack Jones. He's one of the best corners in the league right now. So
who is this guy?
The guy who robbed Panda Express.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he gets a pick 6 last week. He gets a pick this week. I think his passer rating is like the least in the league. Like it's like 40 something, and he's not very good at run defense, but neither is the rest of the team. But we got another stud. So Belichick just keeps pumping these guys out, and I've fallen in love with this Pats team. I'm all in.
Oh my God, you're too.
I'm all in.
What's the?
What are you gonna say?
What's the Mac diagnosis? I was gonna say that you're 2-3.
Yeah. So I look. All right. Let's see. Let's look through the Packers. Could have easily won that game. Ravens. Mac Jones didn't turn the ball over so much. Same with the Dolphins. Mac Jones though. So he's projected points in fantasy. I don't know if that means he's getting back, but
Tua is also projected points in fantasy.
What'd you say?
Tua is projected points in fantasy.
Oh, okay. So that probably means nothing. New York Post headline though: Bill Belichick won't commit to Mac Jones starting over Bailey Zappi.
I would have Zappi.
Look, Zappi has 2 good games, and like for a third string quarterback and a rookie, like really good games. And no, they're not any world beater stats, not anything phenomenal, but he gets the job done.
The Packers to overtime at Lambeau.
Yeah.
And he took care of business against an inferior team. What more do you want?
Exactly. So, I hate my lighting right now. I cannot figure this thing out. But, anywho,
Yeah, you look like you're in like a cellar.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm just dark. Now I'm back. All right.
You look good now.
Yeah, I think, all right. Then I guess this lamp was $30 down the drain. Anyways. All right. Yeah, and
these are the commitments that we make for you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't go our way. That's a $30 hole
Mm-hmm.
just to try to improve the little things.
Yeah, just the little things. I moved the basketball lamps now across the room, so hopefully that brings in light from everywhere
Do you
else.
not have windows?
No, so my window. So I'm like an apartment, and like the window. So I have a window out into the living room, and then I have windows in the living room.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wait, so you're looking at your living room right now?
I can if I stand up.
That's really strange.
It is strange. I'm just glad there's a window there. A lot of these apartments in these two buildings that are right next to each other, they just don't have windows in there. Like they just have the space for a window, but no glass. So like you can hear everything that goes on in everyone's room. It sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible.
Yeah. Luckily I don't have that. But for
Yeah.
your question of
Very
Mac
cool.
Jones, I have no idea. I know he practiced
Okay.
last week, was doubtful for the week, so I'm guessing he's probably just gonna do the same
But he's
thing.
projected points.
Yeah, he's projected points, so I don't know if that means anything.
Mhm.
Maybe ESPN knows something I don't. But either way, I'm fine with either one of them. Let's get either one of them out there.
Mhm.
Just keep rolling.
I mean, they're the same person.
Pretty much. They also don't look that similar. Do they actually like?
Yes, they do.
All right, let me look this up. All right, Mac.
I will see. Like the first time I saw a picture of Bailey Zappi, I thought it was just Mac Jones.
I
Dude, they look so similar.
of course. While I'm trying to look this up, all right, let's see it.
Especially with a helmet on.
Okay, with the helmet on, I'll give you that. They're the same. They're a white
They look
guy
like
with
the
the same
same exact
build.
person. No,
Uh,
the face.
all right, he does kind of look like Mac Jones. I'll give you that. He has a chubbier face than Mac Jones.
Okay. That's because Mac Jones didn't have like the off season of his life this summer.
Yeah,
Like, he's in good shape now. He's not fat.
yeah. He's Buff Jones now. All right, but the Lions, I don't know, like thinking about how the Lions love running the ball, and that's what they did against every team. And the Pats' run defense isn't that great. So I don't know if it was just Goff was seeing ghosts or like I guess the defense just played out of their mind. And the fact that none of these teams could stop them, like they scored 0 points, and all these other teams let 35 plus on them every time. It
I think
it baffles
we
my
were
mind.
just bamboozled.
Oh, yeah.
We got
hard
absolutely
knocked.
led astray. We got hard knocked.
Yeah, we got hard
But
knocked.
like they also had some good games.
No, that's the thing. Like
They
they've
were within one score of the Eagles. They beat the Commanders handily, and then
they almost beat the Vikings
what
and they
happened
blew
next?
it.
The Vikings,
And then
right.
they
That should have been. They were up 2 touchdowns in the Vikings.
and then the Seahawks they blew that one.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that one was just like a
So-
shutout. Or no, shootout, not shutout. My bad. But
Yeah, that was a ridiculous game.
yeah, but like 35, 36, 24, 45, and then 0? It's just weird. It's just weird.
I see. The NFL is weird, man.
Oh, it
It's a
definitely
weird
is.
league.
That and
This is why this stuff that we do is hard.
and it's why it's
So
it
stop yelling at us for losing picks.
Do you? And also, like, not only is it hard what we're doing, but it's just as frustrating when our picks lose. With
Yes.
like we make the picks, of
Right.
course, it's frustrating when we lose.
It's hard.
Yeah, no, when you get and my pick, Eagles -5.5 at the Cardinals. I still don't know how this one didn't hit. The I just think the Eagles are not that good. You're I can't hear you. I don't know if it's Wi-Fi issues or what.
What now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Are you sure I wasn't just saying anything?
No, I thought I saw your mouth move and it didn't come out any words.
Oh, okay.
All right. But anyways, Eagles -5. I
don't really know what to say because I don't believe in the Cardinals or the Eagles.
Neither do I. I guess
So
I'm
it's
just
like
I should have just stayed away.
So it's not like the Cardinals played a close game, and now I'm like, oh, well, the Cardinals are good because they played the Eagles close. I don't think that the Eagles are that good.
Oh man, I'm just trying to like gather words for this game.
They should have at least gone overtime with them too.
Yeah, no, they should have gone overtime. It just seems like, I don't know. It seemed like this defense was too fast for them to do what they wanted, the Eagles. Which is weird to say because their defense is not great, but Isaiah Simmons was all over the place.
Not good at all.
I saw JJ Watt got a sack. It must have been the first time in like 5 years. Oh, half a sack. But
JJ Watt like all up in the camera.
He always is. He's acting.
One.
He
actually making a play.
Yeah, they did what they had to do, and they almost got it to where it needed to go. They missed a field goal at the end, correct?
Yeah, I think the Eagles got a hand on it.
Oh yeah, they swatted it. That's what happened. I still have no way to announce like this game blew. It sucked, and the Eagles should have won by 5. That's all I gotta say, or 5.5. Should have won by that. All right, next up.
Game of the year.
Yeah.
Browns Chargers. If you thought you were frustrated by that game, you should have had money on the Browns.
Dude, this was like a stupid off.
My gosh.
This was like an absolute stupid off.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. So the Chargers get the ball with, was it under 2 minutes? And the Browns had all 3 timeouts?
Yep.
And like, so eventually they're at midfield. They have a 4th and 1, less than 2 minutes left. And they're up by 2. And their options are in them deep or go for it and give them the ball midfield with a chance to run a couple plays and kick a field goal. And the Chargers, the Brandon Staley Classic, choose to go for it. And what happens? They get stuffed.
They got absolutely stuffed.
This is also like, if you pin them deep, you have Jacoby Brissett, who has to throw to nobody, go at least like 40 yards.
Instead, they'd rather
get into field goal range.
They'd rather have Nick Chubb just run for 10 yards and they're already in field goal range.
Yeah. Which is what happened. Browns just kept running it.
Yeah.
To like the 36, they're like, all right, well, we feel good about that. And just handing the ball off. And then they were taking end zone shots. But after they used all of the clock that they needed to get closer for a better opportunity to field goal, they were throwing it in the end zone. They were handing the ball off. I was like, where's like the little 7-yard out?
Yeah, where's the out of bounds play to Amari Cooper to get your field goal a better position than what they had?
It was driving me nuts.
And meanwhile, Keenan Allen is over on Twitter just yelling at his own coach, saying like, "What are we doing?"
Funny.
And that might have been it was the best tweet of the day. He was like, "Why are we going for it?" It's on the team. Yeah, this was a really stupid game. The Chargers, though,
like, what else did you expect? I guess from these two bumbling idiots.
Yeah.
He deleted the tweet.
Oh, did he? Probably worried his coach.
Still up. So glad he missed that because man.
So, but this again, the Chargers' great defense is just letting, like, the fact that they were in this game was ridiculous. This team is way too talented to barely squeak out a win against Jacoby Brissett. And all I gotta say is, J.C. Jackson does not look good.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be like, it is a talented defense. Like every position on this team is deep.
It has names.
Really talented,
and they have names everywhere. No, it's weird.
They have names everywhere, especially on defense.
What I gotta say about Nick Chubb, though, he's got to be, I think, the best running back in the league. And his ball carrier vision is unlike I've seen at like the play that he breaks the couple tackles and runs down to the end zone for 40 yards. Any other player just would have run right into the guy and gotten out of bounds. He actually finds a way
Mhm.
to get into open space and open up this offense. So props to Nick Chubbs for actually having ball carrier vision. Because
Yeah,
I watched
fair.
a lot of football this week, and a lot of players just had a lot of wide open space and just ran right into the guy.
He's putting his team on his back right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's just not much there offensively.
hmm
Their offense reminds me a little bit of the Titans. Derrick Henry was really rolling. It's like, all right, if he doesn't rush for 120 yards, it's an automatic loss.
Oh, definitely. And if him and Chubb or him and Hunt don't combine for like 150, it's a done game.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
So this team, I felt so good about that pick, and for it not to hit was just
you
crushing.
got to
I
push.
guess it pushed, but but by the time I bet it 5 minutes before 1 o'clock, it was like plus 1.5. So I just took the money line.
Oof.
That's like the second time it's happened to me this year too.
The line
I've
moves.
gotten the wise pick at the good number, and then because I bet them that day for whatever reason, I wait, and then I always didn't bet my picks this week because I didn't talk about the baseball parlay. But
Yeah, he didn't.
because I had the chance to win a lot of money Sunday night, so I was like, all right, well, I'll just ignore football and I'll focus on the baseball game later. And then like 5 minutes before 1 o'clock, I was, you know what? I can't be the guy that gives out picks and doesn't take them. So I bet him, and I was plugging in Jets, Browns, Lions, and I was like, oh, that was so bad. Like, what am I doing?
My internet went out again.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Womp.
Yeah. I'll be home Friday, fall break, so don't worry. Good Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho, what was I was looking up something. We have some comments I want to read real quick. Zappy looks like rookie year Mac, and then the Matt Patricia effect was the 0 points. I like that. Hopefully all the streams are still going. Yeah, it looks like we're still good.
I'll check YouTube.
Twitch seems like it's on its last leg, but it's all right. We're good. We're back. All right. Anyways, so he's gonna be like Taysom Hill. He's gonna be like someone's gonna pick him up in fantasy. He's listed at tight end, and it's gonna be the same thing all over again because he's basically playing quarterback snaps. God,
I mean, wasn't somebody out this week? Landry and Thomas were out for.
Was Landry out? I wasn't sure if Landry was out. I dropped him before I realized.
I think he was. Dropped him too. I drafted him and dropped him.
Yeah, I picked him up for the London game. He got me 9 points. He did his job.
That's fun.
But I don't like I can't believe NFL defenders are letting him do this.
The Swiss Army knife. What do you want him to do?
I guess so. I guess he just is. And that was it. Like that was the game. It was the Taysom Hill game. He got 3 touchdowns, I think it was. And all I gotta say is Geno like legit good?
We're getting to that point where we can't just play it off as like it was a couple good games.
No, and
they
like
look good offensively.
He was making throws.
Their defense is horrific. But
yeah, their defense stinks. He was making plays that like I haven't seen a quarterback play but make besides like Mahomes and Allen. He's running up in the pocket and throwing it 40 yards down to.
They're perfect.
They are, and the Tyler Lockett touchdowns were absolutely like you couldn't have put the ball anywhere else or would have been a pick. So
dimes.
Yeah, he's throwing absolute dots. You're right. The offense is humming. They got Rashard Penny got injured early on. Kenneth Walker comes in, gets 11 yards per carry. Yeah, they need a defense, and it's funny if they end up with a top 5 pick, they're not going to pick a quarterback. If he keeps doing this, let's get that clear. But
it doesn't make any sense. But if he has to continues to have a good season, this is one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history, probably.
Yeah, he was. I
mean, not even comeback because he's been in the league. He's just been a backup.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been good.
And I want to see what his draft was. He a first rounder? No, second, 39th.
I don't think so.
39th. He was
Okay,
second.
39.
So and he's been in the league since 2013.
Yeah,
That's
and literally it's done that. It was an absolute bust from the second he stepped on the field.
yeah. And now is like reviving his career and might get another contract with the Seahawks. Good for
That'd be
Gino.
ridiculous. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, good for Gino. And then I guess last thing I gotta say is,
I mean, he's better than Russ.
he's got to be better than Russ, 100%. All right, next up, the Jets. Jets plus
Jet.
Jets plus 3.
I don't know
Dolphins.
how they scored 40 points. This game was like 19-17 in the fourth quarter, and I turned it off. And then they had 40, and I was like, "What?
Yeah, it's 21 in the
Where
fourth
did these
quarter.
points come from?"
So
Yeah, they laid it down.
So did you start Teddy this? No, someone else did in the league. I think Tommy did.
Yeah,
Teddy
one pass, and then he got hurt.
one pass hurt. God, I feel bad for Teddy.
Concussion too, right?
Hmm?
There's another concussion, right?
Yeah, another concussion.
Dolphins concussions.
I know, and this poor Teddy Bridgewater. Every time, finally
Yeah.
gets the opportunity, and it's like,
Him and Colt.
yeah, just get injured every time they get the opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
sad.
you gotta feel for him.
Yeah, that's sad. But so Skylar Thompson was their quarterback. I had no idea who this guy was.
I didn't know he existed.
No, neither did I. A rookie, what college? Let's see. College, Kansas State. So, damn.
25.
He's 25.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, I think he's rookie. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
he is.
Yeah, he's not very good, so it doesn't really matter. The Jets, I mean, Zach Wilson didn't turn over the ball. Breece Hall looks like a beast. It's funny, Breece Hall gets all the way down the field every time, and then it's Michael Carter at the goal line. Every time.
You have him in fantasy, or
I don't have either, so
Oh.
I don't care that much. But I was watching it with someone who did have him in fantasy, and every time he would get all the way down, and then they would make it to Michael Carter, including in the passing game. Two catches, 100 yards, pretty impressive.
that was pretty impressive.
When was the last time Jets won 2 in a row, or 3-2? 3-2.
They are
the Jets
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
Man, look at New York go.
I know New York's on the up for at least football wise.
Not for baseball.
No, not for baseball. I don't have anything to say.
Well, I
about
guess
this
the
game.
Yankees.
I guess it was cool.
I'm excited for the Jets.
Yeah, seeing Sauce Gardner get a pick too was cool. First pick of the NFL career. All right, I'm gonna move on. You got any petition against it?
All right, go for it. I'm
All
glad I won a pick finally.
This pick of the day, pick of the weekend. I gotta say, the Giants plus 7.5 at Green Bay. I thought.
Are you happy about this? Like,
No, I'm really not. I don't because I don't like Giants fans, and now they're playing. Who are they playing next week? It's the Eagles, right?
no, the Eagles have the Cowboys.
Oh, okay. So maybe they aren't playing. Oh, they're playing the Ravens. Yeah. So that's a
Okay, game.
it is a good game. And the Giants. This is what happens when a team's well coached. Like that's all it is. The
Yeah,
team's
yeah.
not great. They're throwing to nobody. And they play hard on defense. They run the ball hard. They're doing it. They're good coaching, I guess. They're getting it done, and
It just bothers me.
it does. No, I agree. It does
I don't
bother
like it.
me. At least this was in London, so it wasn't in our face with all the Giants fans. They're coming out of the creps though, the deep. They're crawling their way back, and before this Ravens game, I expect a lot of Giants coming out and saying this team's good, making the play. And it's scary. They are now 4-1. They only have to win probably 5
You look
more
at their
games.
schedule; it's so easy too. Like they could easily make the playoffs,
Yeah, they could definitely easily make the playoffs.
which sucks.
Yeah, it does stink. And it's funny. It seems like every NFC West or NFC East team is getting back to their roots, running the football, hard defense.
Yep.
And then there's your team.
For one that doesn't have a quarterback.
You want to let's talk
I'm
about Also,
so
wait,
I'm at the
last thing I got to
point.
say is Rodgers is washed. He stinks.
Yeah, I red flag game for the Packers.
Yeah, big
The
trouble
panic
button.
game.
Trouble button.
Trouble button. That's right.
All right.
I'm at the point of laughter. Like so Sunday, I actually could not watch the game aside from like an illegal stream. So I didn't really watch much of it until the end, and then I was like, all right, well, I guess I might as well watch Wentz like work his magic at the end there. And it was going great. They had 4 chances to score from the 2-yard line. And he basically threw 3 interceptions. The first one was out of bounds. Second one, I think it was just dropped, and the third one finally was picked off. And I just like I couldn't do anything other than smile, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
So
Like,
what?
this is
And now Ron is calling out Wentz, even though he's the one who traded for him.
So there was more to that. Like he said some other thing. He was like, these other teams, like they've had the chance to build around their quarterbacks, blah blah blah. The Eagles, I guess that's true, but the Eagles are good because of their roster construction, not because of Jalen Hurts. The Cowboys have Cooper Rush. I don't want to hear anything about that. That's again like they put together a strong roster with good defense. They don't have to rely on the quarterback at all. The Giants the Giants I don't even think are good,
No, I
but
don't
they're
think
clearly better than we are. And Daniel Jones has sucked for like 5 years now.
Yeah, it
So
was.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why he thought that was a smart thing to say. You also can't say that when you're a defensive head coach and you've tried to build this defense for 3 years now and you've gotten progressively worse. Like you're gonna lose people by saying that, and you should because it's a good thing to say. Their coaching has been abysmal this year. Clearly, the Wentz thing hasn't worked out. I don't like. There's no more give it time.
Yeah.
Like you made this move to contend right now because you thought for some reason that would work. So I don't want to hear that. It's just he just sounds like a complete clown when he says something like that.
And so how many weeks left are we seeing with Rivera?
I don't. I mean, there's no point to fire him.
No, you might as well let him ride out.
I
But
think.
the fact that Jack Del Rio still has his job is absolutely
It's pretty wild. I mean, the defense was all right this weekend.
So when's Chase coming back?
I don't know.
No
I
idea.
thought it was 4 weeks.
Oh,
I literally have not heard anything.
that's not
He
good.
might just never play.
Brian Robinson, that's at least you got a cool story out of the game.
Yep. So that was cool
He came out
for him.
came out alone to
pretty
many
awesome.
men. That was pretty cool.
He got an Instagram post from 50 Cent too.
That's pretty sick.
It's pretty cool. So yeah, that was a little good nugget. That he stuck here.
I was gonna say it's
there were probably like 7 fans to watch him play.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't you guys didn't get a good win for him is sad. You looking forward to
Against
Thursday
a
though?
poverty team too. Kind of. I mean, this game is going to be so ridiculous. I almost like grew up earlier because in the middle of our conversation, I pulled up the lines, DraftKings. You know what the total is for this game?
39.5.
37.
Oh my god!
It's the lowest total I've ever seen for an NFL game, and neither defense is good. They're just so bad at offense.
Yeah, I feel like I would hammer that over though. Like is this not going to be a shootout on Thursday? That's what I think it's going to be.
Bears can't throw the ball.
Yeah, but this defense has not shown any sign of like if they're going to throw against anyone, it's going to be against Washington. So yeah, I don't know. I guess
you have to root for these teams to score points because you took the over. You're in for a miserable night. You might win, but it's not going to be pleasurable watching.
Oh, it's not going to be pleasurable to watch at all. The Bears are wearing those stupid orange helmets. It's going to be like, it's so, not only
I
is,
hope we wear our black uniforms.
be
That
like
would make it so funny.
it'd be the Halloween match.
Yeah.
So not only is the football going to be terrible, but they're going to wear these terrible Bears uniforms too. So that's great. All right, I see a comment. Yeah, stream's glitchy. It's probably me. So it's not you, ET Monster. All right, so you're not looking forward to Thursday, or you are?
The sick part of me is, but no, I don't want to watch my team play. I kind of want. I don't know what I want, honestly.
I was gonna say, what do you want from here? Do you want to
I
just?
can't root against them. I can't watch and root against them,
Okay,
but I cannot watch and hope that they lose.
so is that what you're gonna do?
I think. I mean, I'm gonna watch. Like, it's a Thursday night. It's gonna be on.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the whole season. Like, where do you go from here if you're the Commanders?
I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I think that's what, head on every other game and just distract myself, pretend like it's not happening.
I still think, I think after that November 14th against the Eagles.
Once Howell
call
comes
it
in,
Howell.
I'll start watching.
Yeah, you throw in Howell.
I'm already Wentz has hit his limit. I think
It
I
doesn't.
just can't watch him anymore.
He's so unwatchable.
He's so bad. If it's not if I was watching him, not rooting for him, he'd be electric.
Oh yeah, if you're going against him,
I would actually be so excited for this Thursday night football game if I was somebody else. You get to watch Fields and Wentz.
That's why I was excited. I was like, we get to watch two circuses on offense.
Literally.
So, oh man,
it's gonna be impressive how bad they are as 106 men on a football field.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I say get excited.
Yeah, I would too. Everyone's saying, oh well, next week is they're like, oh, this week's bad. Look at next week. They're not going to score 9 and 12 points next week.
No, it'll be a better game than last week.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a better game than last week. All right. Yeah. I think this is this got to be his last starting season, right? Wentz.
Yeah.
There's no way another team gives a shot on him.
Nope. No chance. I mean, this has been
bad.
As bad as it could have gone.
Yeah. It's gone horrific. All right. Well, that's not very hopeful for any Washington fans out there, but
yeah, but I'm past the point where it's making me upset. I just kind of accepted it. I want a high draft pick. I haven't started looking at coaches for next year, but I want a young
spry mind.
I want someone who's been in the same room with Sean McVay. Just give me one of those guys.
It has to be. So What week are you looking at mock drafts?
Whenever the Phillies get eliminated, probably.
All right, that's fair. Fair. Worry about one
that's
thing
the
at a
other
time.
thing that's helping right now is I have something else to watch.
Yeah.
I guess even if the Phillies weren't in it, I would still have playoff baseball to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Distract me. There's gonna be that little gap where Maryland's playing non-conference basketball games, and football is getting wrecked by Ohio State. Or
that'll be mock.
All I'm gonna have is Sam Howell to watch. So yeah, I'll probably be watching mock drafts and coaches. I'm more excited about the coaches actually.
Yeah, because that could change a lot. You get a good coach. Yeah. All right. Next, I guess we don't have any more wise picks to go. What game you want to go to now? You want to go to Monday night?
Yes.
All right. Monday night. Every time I have homework or test the next day and I miss the Monday Night Football game, it is one of the greatest games ever. This game was great, and I missed it.
It was such a stupid game, though. Yeah, so remember on the pod I said I like the Raiders, so shout out to me for that. I didn't take it, but maybe a listener did because of me, and you're welcome. But this it's like, how could you lose that game?
So
You had it won.
you, I don't understand. Like, you're in Arrowhead. You haven't been able to stop them all half. You score the touchdown, which is like a great touchdown throw by Carr.
Mhm.
Just kick the goddamn extra point.
It didn't make any sense. So the way I looked at it was there was 4.5 minutes left. You shouldn't trust your defense, which means the Chiefs will probably go down and score anyway,
Yep.
and then you get the ball back. That's what you're playing for. Just tie it up now. By going for two, then you give them the chance to just run out the clock, which I was
And
surprised that they didn't.
yeah, and just kick a field goal.
Then you lucked into a stop,
Mm-hmm.
then you get the ball back, and I don't know how the hell you have your two receivers run into each other on the play of the game.
And it looked like purposeful.
It was embarrassment.
So Hunter Renfrow just like turns around and runs right into him. Like he's running the route and he sees this guy there and he just keeps going.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
So like the fact that that's how the game ends, it's such like a, I guess a heartbreaker for the Raiders. But as you said, you had it. You got the stop you needed, but you didn't get the point. Like you and there's 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. Yeah. You're, as you said, the Chiefs could have just run down the clock and kicked a field goal anyways. You're like, oh my god, even if you get the 2, you're up by 1 fucking point. It's 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I don't understand. And this usually, like, when a team goes for 2, it's like it's either split or everybody jumps on it after they lose. This was like as soon as he did it, people were like, "What are they doing? Why are they going for 2?" Even if you get it, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it just didn't. That's what it was. And I guess you could say if you're Josh McDaniels, look, we get that stop and we have the 2, we win the game. But what happened to the away team kicks the extra point, the home team goes for 2. Away team plays for a tie, home team plays for a win. Are those days just over? We're just going for 2 whenever we feel like it?
Well, it's one thing if there was 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I know,
so
or less than 2.
It didn't make any sense. Right. At least less than 2.
And
if it was, I would have said go for it. Because I don't want to see the Chiefs in overtime. They're better than you.
No, but when
at
there's
that
4
point in the
minutes
game,
left,
so much more could have happened.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't make sense to put yourself down and you have the game tied.
Nope.
Or to take the risk. Because they could have gotten it, of course, but I don't know. I thought it was silly.
I thought it was too. This and the Bucks game came out with a lot of roughing the passer controversies. And I gotta say, those 2 were the worst calls I've seen in a long time. And
yeah, and I don't even know how you defend them.
No, you don't. Like, because how else is someone supposed to get a sack?
Well, and the Chris Jones one, he had the ball.
He had the ball in his hand. Yeah.
And then somehow roughed the passer who didn't throw a pass.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that was an embarrassment. It'll continue to happen though.
Oh, definitely will. So the Raiders right now standing at 1-4, and like the Davante Adams thing of him pushing over that guy. Why should anyone feel bad for you, Davante Adams?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a frustrating loss. You signed up for this team. Literally picked one team to go to and went to them. And now you're going to push over the other team's camera guy because you're mad that they lost the game? I bet the Packers would be 4-1 right now if they still had Adams.
Probably.
The fact, like, that is so unexcusable, and I get emotions, and that's something I would do, honestly, if I was like, knowing myself, that's something I would do. But
just shove the little twerp next to you.
Yeah, if some guy got in my way, oh, get out of here. But but this is a national stage that everyone's looking at, and they're looking at you. He is the face of this franchise right now, and he's officially baptized himself into Raiderness. He's officially a Raider.
Yep, that's perfect way to say it.
The big takeaway is he's finally a Raider.
Yep.
The
I just like if you're a Raider fan, I don't know where you go from here. Because that was a game where like worst case scenario, you got a great win in a bad season against your division rival. Best case scenario, you start to turn your season around. Now it's just like, all right, oh, we're done.
and
1-4. Our coach is an idiot. Our quarterback sucks. Our best player is getting charges.
I know, and he might be suspended. If he's suspended, they're screwed. So next up, the Texans. That should be a get right game for them. They need to show that they're actually a high powered offense and a good NFL team, and the Texans seem like the perfect team to do it against.
I can't find the line for this game.
Really? Maybe they're worried about Adams. They haven't posted it yet.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think the Chiefs are up either, though.
The Chiefs, though. The Chiefs. I mean, they're back. They're back.
They're back.
Yeah. That's what we're back.
I mean, they are actually. Did you see the Texas game?
Yeah, I did.
Rolled Oklahoma.
Yeah, they did. They actually are back.
Yeah, shout out Texas football. He might be back. Oh wait, but didn't they have another loss?
Yeah, I think they've lost to
They got
someone.
Texas Tech beat them. Yeah, never mind. They're not back.
So Bills Chiefs next week. Oh man, this is either so.
That's a ball game.
Yeah,
oh, wait, yeah, they're the Chiefs.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. It's gonna be like the Dolphins Chiefs game. I feel like it's not gonna be what we expect. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, all these points, all this everything. The Dolphins, no, sorry, Dolphins Bills, where it was low scoring and really high intense. That would be my prediction for the game. But as much I want to see some fireworks this week. I better
under 54. Yeah, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. I want to see that. I think this and Mahomes. I mean, he's the best quarterback in the league. Let's not make it a competition.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's doing this.
Well, he's going up against number 2 next week.
Yeah. I mean it's really exciting.
I think there's got like it's. I honestly don't think there's much argument to be had, at least at this moment right now.
That they're 1 and 2.
The top 2 guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, there's
I would
no one you could throw
an argument to put Allen at 1.
What'd you say?
I said I would entertain the argument to put Allen at 1, though.
I would too. I think both of them are great, but I'm actually there is an argument. I could see the argument, but I don't know. Mahomes is just that guy. He can make it
I would
work.
rather have.
You would rather have Mahomes or Allen?
Yeah,
I would have Mahomes too. Just the way every like the way you could package this offense around him. It's so many creative plays and guys going all over the field, and they got like so many different running backs and feels like different wide receivers, and none of it matters when Kelsey's getting 4 touchdowns.
They got to like the third one would cover in the red zone. He was the most wide open on his last touchdown.
Oh, he was wide open by there was 2 guys right next to him, and the guy was covering the other guy, not Travis Kelce.
They do like when they get in the red zone, they just pick who they want to score. They're probably like we're just gonna get Travis the ball this game.
I think
they don't care.
I think Andy Reid has like one of those like kindergartner wheels, and it's like, all right, who's getting the touchdown this time? Yeah, it's like it looks like Kelsey's getting 4 this week.
Yeah, or their coordinator has Kelce in fantasy, and they're like, all right, I'm down by like 26 points. We really just need to feed him the ball when we get in the red zone. All right.
He had 24 yards, 4 touchdowns. It's mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling stats. All right, since we already mentioned it, Bucks Falcons. The refs, I mean, they really just gave Brady that game. The Falcons had him beat. Not beat, but they had him stopped and ready to score again. The Bucks almost pulled the Falcons and choked the game.
Yeah, seriously.
I I think
Uh, I'm
I,
starting to get concerned.
you are.
Not there yet,
I
but I
it's
thought this would be a blowout.
the I think they're just once they work in Mike and Chris, they'll get it. Once they get them back to full speed, they'll be. I feel like they'll be better.
On them by their first name,
Yeah, yeah.
Mike and Chris.
Mike and Chris. Um, Mike though. Mike,
Guys,
huh?
guys,
The guys.
boys in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the boy, the boy, the boys in the back. All right. Mike Evans though, the way that Brady can find him in just the smallest windows is absolutely insane. And the one that he had, it was like a one-handed catch, and it was just perfectly placed that only he could grab it. And maybe no, it wasn't one-handed. He just reached out and grabbed it. But their connection is special, and it's gonna be. I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't be worried if I were you.
Okay.
I'd back it up, but I do think.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Dude, it literally just like disconnected from my Wi-Fi. It wasn't even like it was like poor connection. It just like got off my Wi-Fi.
Oh.
This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Anywho, what was I talking? Oh, I don't know if you heard me. I was just saying Brady's had
Brady.
rough week.
Divorce thing.
Yeah, the ref just he felt bad for him. Had to give him that win.
Yeah. Throw him a bone.
Yeah, he definitely threw him a bone. All right. Next up, what game you want to jump to next? Cowboys Rams. I'm so done with the Rams.
Mhm.
So done with the Rams. Hate them.
Yeah, the Rams are trash. I'm also getting nervous about the Cowboys.
Their defense is the real deal.
It is.
And
And that's scary.
that is scary. And they have a good 1-2 punch with Pollard and Elliott.
Mhm.
And that's really all they need.
Yep.
And it's been working. Cooper Rush has
CeeDee
not
Lamb
been,
makes plays.
yeah, and Cooper Rush hasn't been losing them games. So
Yep.
I would be a little nervous if I were you. I don't think they're going to be they're not going to be, even with Dak back, they're not going to be any Super Bowl contender stuff.
I think they're a quick out in the playoffs.
I think so
actually.
too, but Micah Parsons,
The NFC is like, I don't like anyone in the NFC.
I really just like the Chiefs and the Bills. That's kind of about it. That's my list.
Yeah, and then the AFC.
Yeah, no, I'm aware, but that's my like the whole list. That's
Mhm.
that's it. But I think it's gonna be an easy out. But the Rams, man, I'm a fool.
What do you say?
I'm a fool. That's what I say. I'm a fool. Their offensive line sucks. Matthew Stafford under pressure sucks. The only plays they can
This
get
was
is
another racist game. 7 catches Cooper, 7 catches Higbee, 6 catches for whatever his face is, Ben.
Ben.
Tutu
then-
Atwell, finally.
Yeah, no, we got to see him get a catch.
8 catch.
Yeah, a catch. Allen Robinson got 3 catches for 12 yards.
Solid.
No, it's not. And it sucks because I think this Rams defense is still pretty good.
Mhm.
Like this Rams defense is definitely the strength of this team, but there's no offensive strength besides Cooper Kupp. And if he doesn't get that big play for a touchdown, they don't have a touchdown this game.
Nope. It's kind of it turned into like, let Cooper Kupp do his thing for a little bit, and we'll just take everybody else out of the game.
Yep, and that's it. That's literally, and he
And
gets.
you can beat him that way.
Yeah. They don't have Odell Beckham anymore to bail him out when Cooper Kupp gets covered.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Actually, we forgot about the Sunday night game. Bengals Ravens. Another. This is just like
Classic dogfight.
classic dogfight and a classic Justin Tucker kick at the end.
Yep.
The
Like, can we stop giving him so much praise? Like, that was a 43-yard field goal.
I think it's just that it's just so clutch. I feel like just that.
I know.
And he's
the
the
things
one.
that he said at the end of the game was cool too.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
He's like, do I get nervous? Yeah, of course I get nervous. Like, the game's on the line, but in those 10 seconds, all I'm focused on is the snap and the hold and seeing the ball and kicking it in. My feelings don't matter. I just gotta make the kick. I was like,
That's cool.
damn, it's cold.
He is cold. He's got to be like he's gonna be. I mean, of course, he's gonna be a Hall of Fame kicker, but he is gonna go down as probably, unless Lamar can win a Super Bowl or two, but he might be one of the greatest Ravens of all time.
Ray
Uh,
Lewis, Justin Tucker.
That's probably the list right now. Like I mean, probably you'll get who is the safety
Reed.
Ed Reed? Yeah, you'll get Ed Reed in there, but
Suggs.
so Suggs. All
Flacco.
time. Yeah, but anyways, the
Kobe Jones.
Kobe Jones. The thing with the Bengals, I can't wrap my brain around it. How are you going to be the poster child for Lamar Jackson running up the middle and beating your defense, and on the final drive, just let him do it 3 times? They're like, oh, let's get in field goal range. Let's just run up the middle with Lamar Jackson, and the defense just falls for it every time.
Yeah.
God, and it's the fact that like this is the team that like really showed like that when Lamar Jackson really popped his first season as a starter, all those great runs were against the Bengals. And God,
some bad ones.
Can't freaking learn. Are we worried about the Bengals?
I don't think so. I mean, we did kind of say that this game was for the division.
Yeah, we did say that.
I guess, are we obligated to say that we're worried? Maybe. But I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, at the start of this, like, you kind of bounced back from your tough start and you just lost a close game that you were underdogs in anyway. So I wouldn't be too worried. The offense is a little concerning though.
That's what I was going to say.
It's fraudulent. But also, like, the lights come on and the unders hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Except for last week. I got torched by the Chiefs and Bucks.
The concerning thing with me is Ja'Marr Chase.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen there. He hasn't had the 1 week yet. He hasn't had I haven't seen the plays yet. I haven't seen look what Ja'Marr Chase did this week. Look what Ja'Marr Chase did this week. And that's what all last year was. And I guess he had a slow start in his rookie season. But I would like to see a little bit more from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the concerning thing is the offense and the fact that, like, the line barely looks any better, if it's better at all. Burrow looks pretty pedestrian back there. Like, their playmakers aren't making plays. So, yeah, that's cause for concern.
Yeah, Burrow, he looks almost scared in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Well, he should be.
Yeah, I know, he definitely should be. But, like, this is Joe Cool we're talking about, and I don't know, you're right. He's folding under pressure a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tough look.
Yeah, definitely.
At least like last season, early on when they were losing, like before they really like went on a run for the playoffs, they were still exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not very exciting right now.
All right, let's move on. Let's go. Panthers first coach fired, Matt Rule. He just needed 4 more years. He already said. He said Jay-Z, took 7 years. He just need 4 more.
Idiot. He's such a clown.
And they benched Baker Mayfield for PJ Walker.
I don't know what they're doing.
You're not gonna put in Darnold.
How many quarterbacks are on this team?
Yeah, how are they carrying 4 quarterbacks? First of all, and second of all, you're not gonna put in Darnold, who you traded for, or Corral that you traded up for?
I have no idea.
They're a dumpster fire.
I didn't know that Walker was still on the team.
No, I didn't know he was either. I thought he was on the practice squad or something. McCaffrey's already getting calls. DJ Moore is getting calls. They shouldn't fleece the defense, and I don't think they should fleece anyone but the quarterback and the coach. Like, they already got rid of the coach. I think they just got to keep this, and you get Bryce Young and call it a day.
I don't think they're that bad still.
That's what I'm saying. They
defense, are terrible, but
the players
shouldn't be as bad as they are.
Like DJ Moore, good player. Christian McCaffrey, good player. Robbie Anderson,
bring Ron back.
Good player. There you go. You can do a trade. You can get Matt Rule.
I don't want Matt Rule. No.
But
I'd rather
Shaq,
have 8 more years of Ron than Matt Rule.
Shaq Thompson, good defensive player. Derek Brown, good. Dante Jackson, good. Brian Burns, good. J.C. Horn, good. Like these, they have studs on the team.
Mhm.
They're just really badly coached and really badly quarterbacked. So
Yeah, and if we know anything about football, as much as we don't know, that's something that we do know.
those
That
two things
you're not
matter.
going to win games if you have neither of those things.
Yeah. Yep. All right, and I think we can move on from that afterwards because
Mhm.
that's like sure.
The Niners put up some points, so congrats.
Yeah, Jimmy two
That was the
tutties.
thing that we were nervous about. They might not be able to score, but they did.
And
Shout out Jeff Wilson,
also
big game.
shout out Tevin Coleman. Talk about making his reappearance, reviving his career. He was on the Jets. He was in the Jets graveyard a couple years ago, and
Yeah.
he's back with Kyle Shanahan, and that's Kyle Shanahan's Taysom Hill is Tevin Coleman. He doesn't put him at every position, but he loves him. And
Yeah.
when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's like we're back. Like the marriage is back. Tevin Coleman and Kyle Shanahan.
Yep.
It's funny they have Tevin, like Jeff Wilson, Tevin Coleman. They just keep producing these running backs, and then Trey Sermon is not on the team. The Ohio
They
State
cut him?
They cut him.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. And I don't even think he's been picked up by anyone.
I was about to say, I don't think he has.
Sermon. Yeah, I don't think he has. But that means he must have been like horrifically bad then, right? Oh, he's on the Eagles.
He's on the Eagles.
I just saw that, yeah. But that being said, it doesn't even matter who they throw to. Like Ayuk, Juwan Jennings, Tevin Coleman caught a touchdown. And like this is what the Rams need to look at, where you can have a game where Deebo Samuels gets 2 catches for 20 yards and a touchdown, and you could win a game. You could win a game like that. Like it doesn't have to be 500 yards from one guy. You can spread the ball around.
That's true.
All right, we already talked more than I wanted to on that game. Let's up Bills Steelers, another game we could quickly go through.
Finally, Mike Tomlin's gonna have a losing. Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was
gonna say finally Mike Tomlin's gonna have a losing season because this team is bad.
They're garbage.
Yeah,
real bad.
Soak it up, Steeler fans. This is your first garbage team in probably of your lifetime, so
that's true.
Enjoy it. Welcome to the club.
Don't be so mean.
Sucks.
Also,
why?
Najee Harris sucks too.
Yeah,
he's boop.
I've got receipts on that one.
Of me saying
Najee, at least for fantasy.
Yeah, no, I drafted him.
Of me saying I don't know what you're excited about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got him like 8th overall, so that really was a bad pick. I don't think it was that high. Maybe it was. I don't know.
It was first round.
Yeah, no, then it was.
Damn. But like everyone, he was the first round pick in every draft. It's not like you reached on him.
That's true. The Bills though, they continue to not need to run the football. James Cook finally did something.
Doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter. He can throw for 400 yards and a half. The Gabe Davis touchdowns. Like as much as I hate the Bills, those are really cool. 98-yard touchdown. Like that was.
If you're giving up a 98-yard touchdown, something is horribly wrong.
Oh yeah, definitely.
400 yards on 20 completions.
Yeah, that's
pretty ridiculous.
That's pretty bad. And let's see, third down. I mean, actually, they're third downs. They probably got in the later half, but and then they just kept going, just kept scoring. They scored at the end. No business scoring at the end, and they couldn't be stopped. They're what we expected. The Bills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're great.
All right. What else we got? Jags Texans. Let's just ignore Trevor. Trevor. We're
not excited about the Jags anymore.
No, Trevor sucks.
My Doug Peterson bet is tanked.
Trevor stinks. These passes, like the passes he was throwing, every time they'd be on red zone, it's like, where are you throwing that ball, Trevor? The fact that they can't score 14 points against the Texans. It's so bad.
Ugh.
And that's my analysis. Good win for Davis.
Yeah, we move on.
Bears Vikings. surprisingly a great game.
I
And
avoided it.
you did.
I think it was 7.5, and they didn't cover. So
So
I was
the
going through some serious withdrawal watching the game, though. I was
oh, I'm
tweaking.
sure. I'm sure. The I'm trying to find. There he is. This guy Cameron Datzler, the number 3 on the Vikings, who literally stole the victory from the jaws of the Bears. That I gotta see like how old he is, because that's got to be such a great feeling. He's 24 years old. Like, you just literally single-handedly won that game for your team.
Mhm.
And on a play where the guy had the catch and had the ball in his hand, and you just rip it out. That is such a baller move, and like that's got to be really cool. Momentum
The
for
Vikings are a sneaky 4-1.
yes, I was just about to say sneaky momentum coming in for the Vikings now. 4-1. They beat who'd they beat? Nothing. No one really that good, right?
Saints, Packers, Lions, Bears.
I guess
They
you got.
lost to the Super Bowl champs.
Oh, okay, yeah, but they played horrific against that game. Let's see them play a team that's a little more real. I guess the Saints
The
are.
Dolphins next.
Yeah, but they're not gonna have a quarterback, so they're gonna be
And
5
then
and
the
1.
Cardinals, Commanders. They get the Bills November 13th.
The Bills. It's gonna be like, oh, the 6, or what is this? Now it's gonna be week 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's gonna be like the 8-1 Vikings versus the 8-1 Bills. Let's get
Yeah.
and then it's just gonna be a slaughter, absolute slaughter.
Is it a primetime game? No, it's not.
No, it's 1
At least
o'clock.
he has that going for him. But
Yeah, so
it doesn't matter.
Oh,
We'll still eat them up.
no way! I forgot about this. Thanksgiving night, under the lights, Kirk versus the Pats. Well, I'm already signed up.
Yeah.
I'm already there. Anyways.
He's won a Thanksgiving game before.
Oh, did he? I guess it's not
against
Monday.
The Giants.
Oh, yeah, I was there. I was at that game, I think.
Oh yeah, that was the little Ben McAdoo game.
Yes. Yeah, little Ben McAdoo. I was at that
Kid
game.
dressed up as him. It was pretty funny.
Is he going to be the interim head coach for the Panthers? Let's get McAdoo back out there.
Yes.
I would be so electric.
I need some Ben McAdoo in my life.
Oh, 100%.
I would be right back on schedule with the blueprint.
Do you
give McAdoo a head coach?
McAdoo. Do you want to apologize to Justin Jefferson?
No. I called him out and delivered.
All right.
So, well, thank you, Justin Jefferson.
There you go. That's better.
You know what? Yeah, I'm sorry for doubting you. I don't want to make you upset. I don't want to take any chances.
No, so
that's my bad.
We'll get to that after we're done the football game, the week. Do we have anything else actually? No. Look at us. Got it done. All right. You won a game in fantasy.
You think we weren't going to get it done?
No, I thought I got done. Oh, I was going to say quicker than I thought, but we're an hour and a half in.
We started 20 minutes on baseball, so.
That's true.
Actually.
All right. You won a game in fantasy, Chris.
I'm back.
You're back. Something to build
My
on.
guy showed up.
Yeah, something to build on. And I just got to say, you're not winning next week. I always find I've been finding a way this whole season.
I was going to say, like, I'm pretty sure that I'm better than you.
But I've found a way every game this season.
You're the find a way team.
Yeah, no, I guess not every game. I lost one, but pretty much close.
4-1.
Yeah, 4-1, baby.
You've scored 7. You scored 7 more points than me this year. You're 4-1, and I'm 1-4. That's some horse shit right there.
I literally do not.
Worse.
What?
I've scored 40 more points than Tommy this year, and he's 4-1, and I'm 1-4.
And he just lost. I'm pretty sure. I think he just lost this week.
That's some absolute bogus.
I don't like. You're in luck. I don't have a quarterback this week. I really don't.
I don't have a tight end. But yeah, you really don't have a quarterback.
No, I have. I'm either starting injured Mac or I'm starting. I'm gonna drop. I'll probably get
Mariota.
Yeah, Mariota. Garoppolo.
He's probably the guy, right?
Jimmy or Winston. If Winston's playing,
just start Fields.
No way. Has he scored
Matt
more
Ryan?
than? No, he scored. All right. God, listen to this fantasy points by Justin Fields. 13, 8, 4, 10, and 17.
17's a solid day.
Yeah, you got one.
He's not. He's 24th out of quarterbacks.
That's not that's bad.
How are there that many guys worse than him?
I think Jimmy. Oh no, Jimmy's above him now. I think Mariota
There's
might be my
guys that
guy.
have been hurt.
I'll get the rushing
It's the
upside.
Niners. That's tough.
Yeah, I know, but I have to get the rushing upside. I think.
Yeah, true.
Anywho, college corner.
We had a heartbreaker this weekend. Absolute heartbreaker. We were playing Purdue. It was a pretty good crowd actually.
Parents' weekend.
Parents weekend. All our parents were here. Great tailgating atmosphere. The weather was perfect. And then they just threw up a shitter. I mean, it was 17-17 going into half. No one could score. It was like both teams were trying to lose. We get the ball in the fourth, go down, score a touchdown, get the extra point blocked, which it looked like he was offsides. A punt for the review. He might have just timed it perfectly.
Damn.
I don't have anything to complain about because we were all losing our minds.
Yeah.
So 23-17, Purdue gets the ball. They go down and score. We get the ball back, punt with like 3 minutes left. I thought we should have gone for it. We punt, give them the ball. Their first play is like a 60-yard play that puts them basically within a couple yards of a touchdown. Actually, not their first play, like their third or fourth. We should have just let them score and then get the ball back and actually have time. Didn't let them score. They basically took 2 knees the 2-yard line, ran the clock down, and then they scored a touchdown on the third play for some reason. But we got the ball back down 8. We go right down and score, get it within 2. So now it's 31-29. We get the 2 points, and then it gets called back for a legal man downfield from the 2-yard line.
What?
The lineman was just like, I don't know, space cadet wandering around the end zone.
What?
I don't know what he was doing. He wasn't even part of the play.
And then you
So that
lose
gets
because you
called
miss it
back,
the
and then
next one?
we didn't get the next one, yeah.
Oh my god.
It was hard to believe. That's why I tweeted out it's hard for me to comprehend how we just lost that game.
That's that's insane. Talk about a heartbreak. Like you had it won.
Yeah.
The guy was just wandering around. God.
Yeah, I don't know what he's and we didn't I'm usually a person who like something good happens and I wait to make sure there's no flags and then I celebrate. That didn't happen. We were going nuts for probably 40 seconds.
That's so sad.
It was pandemonium in the student section. And then we were like, wait a minute, why are they coming back onto the field?
No.
I haven't put the points up yet. What's going on?
No.
And they called it, and we're like, "Are you serious? Like, how could we possibly have an illegal man down the field on the 2-yard line?"
That's terrible.
So it was tough.
That's a bad
And that was a game they needed to be taken seriously too. Like they probably would have been ranked.
Damn.
Would have been 5-1 going into Indiana. Indiana's an easy clap. Would have been 6-1. Definitely ranked then. So, oh well.
The Gamecocks, they got Shane Beamer's first ever ranked dub.
Yeah.
Got to build
I
somewhere.
guess the team can have a quarterback.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say there's an asterisk next to it. He doesn't.
Okay.
The quarterback, I don't even know how to pronounce Sharon. He looked frightened, like from the
Really?
jump. Yeah, the defense. I think it was one of the first plays they got a fumble, and we go down. We score right away. Rattler does not look good, but the defense looks pretty good and the special teams looks really good. So I don't know how much is because, it's a backup quarterback. I'm not going to give him too much credit, but they played well and they took care of business. Took care of business. They were still underdogs. They were minus, I think it came all the way down to -3.5. And yeah, they got it done. And from the jump, it kind of felt like, when you're winning and you're like, I still feel like this team's like bad. I don't know how this team's winning.
Mhm.
And you're like still worried about the game, even though you're winning the whole time. That's what this game was. Yeah. Yeah, but baseball is a little bit different. I feel like football. If you're winning, you should be taking care of business. It didn't feel comfortable the whole time, all the way till up to the
Mhm.
end. They finally secured it, got a dub, and the only gotta say is they can get. It seems like there's a lot of pressure on Rattler. They throw a lot of stupid screen routes and weird running plays. If they can get a new offensive coordinator and get a better line, and I don't know if Rattler's gonna stay or what, but I don't really care. The They can. I feel like they could put something together. Be a ranked team next year.
You're calling for the coordinator's head.
Yeah, the coordinator sucks. Scatterfield.
Okay.
I've been calling.
Satterfield.
Yeah, I've been calling for his head since last year.
That's a bad name.
No, he's a bad coordinator. It's funny. Even Beamer looks like he's fed up with him too, because Beamer was
Really?
on the sidelines like, "What are you doing? Like, what is this called?" Like, basically. I'm
This
also
idiot.
what?
This idiot
Yeah, this god
that he
buffoon.
hired.
Yeah, that he personally picked, but Marshawn Lloyd, he's one of the best. I'm gonna say one of the best backs in the league, or one of the best backs in the country, and he's really putting the team on the back, quite literally. And yeah, I mean, I get we're winning kind of in spite of like he really does not look good. Like his 42-yard
That's
pass,
sad.
passing
That's
touchdown
sad.
was a screen pass.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
Well, he got the job done.
yeah,
Let's
no.
be positive.
No, yeah, all right, we'll be positive about him. He got the job done. Next up, we have a bye week, and then we have A&M 7:30. Yeah,
At home,
at home.
it's huge.
It is huge. It's it's a game we could win. It's a game it's possible to win, and maybe put us on the map a little bit more than we are. But
Mhm.
we got our. I told you we'll get one of those wins against the SEC ranked
Mhm.
team. We got the one. I'm very nervous about Tennessee though. I think Tennessee, like this is
See what's
a couple
really
weeks
good.
in the future, but I think Tennessee's gonna run our money. I think they're really
This
good.
Bama Tennessee game this weekend
Oh, is it? That's a
in
huge
Tennessee.
game.
Yeah, probably the biggest game that Tennessee has hosted in like since Peyton Manning.
Yeah, and they look good. Tennessee.
Mhm.
They
They just stomped LSU in Baton Rouge.
mm-hmm. And LSU wasn't very good this year, but still, they were ranked at the
Still
moment, weren't
going
they?
to that building, I think they were like 25.
Yeah, and absolutely skunk them. They're also
Mhm.
their gray uniforms. Those are so sick. You see the ones that
Tennessee
they're
ones, really?
yeah, I think they're cool as hell.
I don't know. I kind of like the classic, the orange.
Yeah, that's they got to be rocking with that this weekend, right? Against Bama. They got to be
I think
rocking with the
so.
classic.
Yeah.
But I thought it said third. I was looking at the Gamecocks thing, and it said third in the SEC East. I thought it was just third in the SEC. I was like, wait a second. But no. And 3 wins in a row. This hasn't happened for the Cox in a couple years, so
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
head in the right direction.
Yep. That's all you can ask for.
All right. Anything else? I guess another college corner I got is I had 2 tests today. 2 tests, 2 different subjects, back to back, 20 minutes in between. It's awful.
How'd they go?
I thought I did pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Anything else? I guess I got.
I had to watch the first inning of the Phillies game in class.
Oof, that's rough.
It was something. It was quite the experience watching a playoff baseball game. Of a lecture. Not even a lecture. It's like a half discussion based class while everyone else is talking about Karl Marx. I'm like stressing over Braves having the bases loaded and a 3-2 count on Contreras.
Do you
This is
you
not
want
a
to
feeling that I
here? You
wanna
want to
have
mention your
again.
parlay now?
Oh yeah. So I gave it out on Friday. It was Guardians series, Mariners series, Padres series. Guardians and Mariners swept first 2. Padres obviously came down to Sunday night, but they hit. So that was I think it was plus 950 that hit.
Wow.
So you took it, you're welcome.
I
I made up for my lies picks.
I should have tweeted this because it hit immediately, but not immediately. I guess it took the second quarter. But first touchdown scored Sunday night, Mark Andrews plus 900. I had it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big hit.
yeah, it was a huge hit. We have chapters on Sundays, and it's like it's basically in between the 4 and the it's like the end of the 4 and the start of the Sunday.
Yeah, that's how ours is too.
And I walk in, I go, Mandrews, telling you. I got congratulated, so that was pretty cool. All right, that's all I got. Basketball starts in a week. Get prepared. I know you're not, but I'm so ready for the season.
I'm just not ready. Like I have too much going on.
No, I get it. I get it. Oh man, this is taking I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna watch basketball every night. That's what I'm
The
gonna
Wizards started out hot. I'll start watching.
But they did last year though.
I know, and it was exciting for those couple weeks. I was actually watching all the games.
It's funny. I feel bad that this isn't 5 years ago and this is your Wizards team because it'd be a top 5 seed in the East.
Right.
Now they might not even make the playoffs. They're actually probably not going to make the playoffs.
Literally, don't give half a shit. Give me something to care about.
Got Kuzma.
Don't give me the same old. It's so it's just a waste of my time.
Well, then you should have re-signed Bradley Beal. I know it's not you.
I know.
I know.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Precisely is what I'm trying to say.
God, think about it. If you didn't sign Bradley Beal, you would have been watching Wembanyama tape right now. You would have been getting ready.
I'd rather be doing that than watching Beal put up 30 a night and not pass the ball once and lose by 20. So that's where I'm at.
All right, Friday.
Show me something though. Show me something. You can get me back in. It's not hard.
Okay.
You gotta show me something.
The thing with me is that it's not only that I like watching the Celtics. I like watching every team. Pelicans. Yeah. Pelicans, Blazers, sign me up. I'm there. I'm there for everything. But so we're gonna have to do at some point, whether Tuesday or tomorrow, Friday, we're gonna have to do the power rankings and the who's gonna make the playoffs and who's not, because this year it's actually pretty interesting. There's gonna be a lot of teams that are pretty talented out of the playoffs, and it's the looming sign of expansion in the league.
Expansion. Yeah,
2 more teams are coming.
Wait, is that official?
It's pretty much confirmed. It's not actually confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed. And it seems like LeBron's gonna own the Vegas one, and it seems like Seattle's coming back.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that'll be really exciting. But that's not this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last thing I gotta say, Friday, we're gonna do something a little different. Bringing in my buddy Ethan. You guys probably have heard him before in the one of the draft recaps, and he has PFF. He's deep dive. He's deep in the stats. So we're gonna have our wise picks backed by stats, and get excited. We'll see everybody Friday.
Were you concerned about using math?
I'm a little concerned about using math, but I think the thing, what he told me,
we make the picks and then
that's what I was gonna say. He is supporting it with math afterwards.
Right. Okay.
That's the key.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get excited for that. See everybody Friday. Have a good week, and yeah.